Hello, welcome to another episode of Webcam Sessions. This week we're going to announce the winner of this ukulele, this awesome Islander that was provided by Kanalea to sponsor our 50th episode. And we had almost 500 submissions to this, which just blows my mind. So thank you for everyone who left a comment. I hope to actually be doing a lot of lessons based on your guys' comments moving forward. Should be a lot of fun. Here's the winner, and it's right here. WW1979 says, "Hi Matt, first of all, thank you very much for your webcam sessions. I like your enthusiasm very much and would like to see a tutorial about one of your favorite songs, perhaps a song you always plan to bring on the uke. Another idea perhaps for a series of tutorials would be traditionals from different countries all over the world. Examples, China, Russia, Italy, France, India, etc. Why they are unique and how to bring them the uke." Thank you so much, WW1979. To get this awesome ukulele, please just send Ukulele Underground here a message from that account, and they'll get you in touch with me where I'll get your shipping information and send this puppy over your way. Thank you also for such an awesome comment. I was ecstatic when counting the random number of comments to find this one. It was randomly generated. I think the number was 149 or something. So, I love this comment because it's fun to work on different styles of music from different cultures and everything. I'm really excited to actually work with that. It is a little bit big for today's lesson, so I did the first part that you said, which is perhaps a song you always plan to bring on the uke. And that song, to a surprise of no one who knows me, is going to be a Star Wars song because I love Star Wars. So today we're going to work on May the Force Be With You, which is one of my favorite tunes, or melodies rather, that John Williams composed for Star Wars. So this one's a little bit challenging. It's preferred for high G ukulele. You can try it on both, just a couple times on the high G being played. You'll have to sub it with something like a 3 on the E, but overall it's pretty compatible across things. And so let's go ahead and go for it. So the way that this song should sound should be something like this. So really cool. I love the way that the arrangement works on the ukulele. And there are a couple tricky stretches and everything, which we'll give some variations for. But to dive right into this, we're going to start by taking our index finger, placing on the 3rd fret of the E string, and go ahead and play that note all by itself. Now we're going to be barring across that 3rd fret on the E and the A, so that we can strum all the way through for the very next part. Now the next chord is playing off of an F minor 6, and the way we're going to play this is we're just going to slide our index finger up 1 fret to 4, add our middle finger here on 5 of the C, and then add our ring finger here on 5 of the A string. And we're going to strum through the C, E, and A, making sure to not play the G string here. Now from this point, we're going to kick our ring finger out 1 fret to 6 on the A string, and then you'll notice it has a slide written. So I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to slide it up to 8. Now you can play it a second time if you'd like, if you're not getting enough sustain. Although I typically will play it once and just try to hold it with a good slide. And for more information on slides, be sure and check out the webcam sessions we did last year on slides and other embellishments. So the pickup bar into that first measure should sound something like this. Now we're going to go to another C minor chord here, and we're going to play 0, 0, 8, 6. And the way that we do that is we can actually just bar our index finger across the 6th fret of the E and the A strings, add our ring finger here onto the 8th fret of the E string. We're going to strum through all 4. And then we're going to slide all the way down with our index finger on 2 of the C, middle finger here on 3 of the E. We're going to play just those 2 notes. Then we're going to play the 3 on the E again. So that whole first part, which is kind of the first little run through of that melody, should sound something like this. Now going right into measure 3, we're going to make that first chord again, which is called a C5, if you're not familiar with it. Just barring across the 3 on the E and the A. And then what we're going to do is for the 5 on the A, we're going to just slide this little bar up to 5 on the A. And we're only going to play the A string, so don't play the E with it. And then we're going to slide up another fret to 6 and add our ring finger here to get that same C minor chord that we just played a minute ago. So, and then we're going to play our open G string, and then we're going to play the 6, and then the 8 on the A, and then the E string. We're going to stretch our pinky up to 10 on the A. And then from this, we're going to play an F chord, and it's going to be a barred F chord. So we bar our index finger all the way across the 5th fret, add our pinky finger onto 8 of the A, and strum all the way through. So that so far is... Now you'll notice I actually keep my pinky on between that 10 to that F to be able to facilitate an easier transition, right? Now this much of the song is already pretty tricky and might take a lot of work, so it's okay to pause the video, work on section, don't feel obligated to do it all. But to now work on the next section, after we play this F chord, we're going to slide all the way back down to that shape right down here, the 2 on the C with the index, and the 3 with the middle finger on the E string. Play that, and then play the open G, and when we play the open G here, we're going to slide our hand up. Index finger is going to 8 on the E string. For the very next chord you'll see right here, 0, 0, 8. Just the index finger here on 8. So. Now at this point we're going to play 10 on the E with our ring finger. And then we're going to play 11 on the E with our pinky finger, strumming through the G, C, and E strings. Then take off the pinky. Your index finger should still be there at 8. Go ahead and play that. So. Then we're going to play 10 on the A. We're going to use our ring finger for that. Now this is my favorite part of the whole song, and the part that I think is most challenging because of the giant stretch that we're going to do. We're going to now play 8 on the G. But instead of just using my index finger to play 8 on the G, I'm going to bar it all the way across the 8th fret. I'm just going to play the G string though. Now I'm going to take my pinky, I'm going to stretch it up to 15. That's nuts, right? 8 to 15. But although it might feel impossible right now, depending on the size of the ukulele and everything, it's stretching like any other stretch. It just takes some time to get that flexibility. And so if you're really struggling with this, go ahead and move the index finger up to where you're not struggling with it, and very, very carefully roll it back just to increase that, that ability. If this stretch is too much for you right now, it's totally okay to just play the 15 on the A all by itself, right? But I really suggest working towards that stretch. Holding it for a few seconds, shaking out the hand. It can be really cool when you get it, because now at this measure on 6, it sounds something like this, which just is awesome. I love this chord. It's an A flat major chord. So now going from there, we're going to slide our index finger down, bar across 3 on the C, E, and A, add our middle finger here on 4 of the E string, play just the C, E, and A. Now holding the shape, add the pinky on 6, and then ring on 5, and then take off the ring. Should be 3 on the A string still from that shape. So measure 6, we start with that giant bar there. We go down. Now we're going to take this middle finger here that's already on the 4 of the E. We're going to slide it up to 8 on the E string. And then we're going to take our pinky and add it on 10 of the A. And we're going to strum through all 4. And now from this point, we're going to play 6 on the A, which we take off our pinky, stretch our index finger down here to 6, then play 8, which is already there. So we have. Now we're going to take this middle finger and slide it down to 3 on the E string, and add our second finger, or first finger on the 2nd fret of the C string. So index finger on 2 of the C, and play just those 2. And play the 3 on the E twice. And then to finish it all, we can just add our ring finger here on 3, take away our index finger, So we have 0, 0, 3, 3 with our middle finger here on 3, ring finger here on 3. Sounds something like that. So that whole last section, starting at measure 6, should sound like. Pretty awesome, right? So I really enjoyed working on this because I love Star Wars, and this melody I think translates really well to the ukulele, but it is a really tough one. In fact, I think this is the most difficult thing we've ever done on a webcam sessions episode. If you're really struggling with it, it's okay to not play the full chords and just play the melody notes. And the way that you know it's a melody note versus a chord note is if there's only one note listed at any moment in the tab, that's going to be a melody note. And if there are multiple notes listed, it's always going to be on whichever one is the highest string. So if you look at the section where it's playing the very first chord, for instance, the melody note is just that 3 on the A string. So I could just play, and then the next chord being this, the melody note is that 5 on the A string because it's the highest pitched note. So I could go, now when you see something like this, the 2 and the 3 on the E string is a higher note than the 2 on the C, therefore it's the melody note. So you could play the song something like, and then where am I? So you can see that this still gets you the same result, right? Having to kind of read it there. So thank you again for everyone who entered in the contest. Thank you so much, WW1979. I'll look forward to your message. I mentioned before that we're going to send some other stuff too, and that is true, but I'm going to kind of announce those winners in future episodes of webcam sessions for things like a tuner and cloth, basically for whenever I want to do one of the lessons. So keep checking back because your submission may become a lesson in future episodes here. So I hope you guys all had a wonderful week, and I will see you guys next week. And in the meantime, may the force be with you always.